Hello everybody and welcome to another video from Mac User, and in this video we're going to go through the hardware of the mobile Starlink system. So in the UK you can pay for the mobile Starlink system, and I think it's about £50 per month. It might be less than that on the website. I know it does fluctuate, but it's a mobile piece of equipment. In the summer that's just gone, I utilised one of these pieces of equipment for 2 weeks in an area in the UK where there's no internet whatsoever, no mobile phone signal, and I managed to use my mobile phone quite happily by using the Starlink system, and that's using the Starlink satellites version 1 and 2. So when Starlink starts launching the third generation, which is the ones that's going to have the cellular tower options on it, I suppose it'll be even more powerful piece of equipment that you can use. Enough of my intro. Let's get into it. So the Starlink itself is just a piece of equipment that just sits there, and it has like a base tower foot that can sit on it. It's designed, the mobile one is designed so that it can obviously sit on a dashboard, or you can plonk it on the top of your camper van or whatever sort of stuff. So it works quite well as that system, and it will sit quite happily even without the leg based into it, as I'm sort of just demonstrating here. So the default clamp that it comes with. So this is the default clamp that it comes with. It just sits into the back with a triangular mode, and then you can just push it in. And it's very, very stiff. I've noticed that it's incredibly stiff for that. But obviously once it's in, it's not really going to come out, and then obviously you can then just place the satellite dish anywhere really on the ground. It works quite well from that sort of side of things. It does need obviously the power source from it, but we'll come to that in a moment. So this one is the pole method. So this is where you can obviously place it onto a dish, and then obviously the pole bracket can sit into it, and you can place that again onto a camper van or wherever you want to go. So it seems to work quite well with that option. So what I'm going to get into now is the power source option. So there are two that I'm going to show you. So this one, Chinese model, I'll put the link in the description below. It's already on my website anyway, and it has obviously a power sensor indicator with an LED strip so that it can actually obviously tell you how much power you can run it from it. The Starlink satellite itself can just run from the power source itself, so it will work quite happily with a cable plugged into it without actually a battery. But obviously if you're out and about, which is what this one's designed for, so if you're on board a ship or you're in a car or whatever it is, or you're out on the moors, you use the power source option, and then obviously you can then power the device up. It just sits there giving you the internet. And the second option we've got for a power source is using this UK-based system, which is basically a docking caddy that has two power source battery options for you. And the good thing about this is they run off 18-volt battery power adapter batteries that we use for drills, etc. So it's a UK model that we buy it from. I'll leave a description in the link below so you can check it out. I'm not sure anywhere else in the world sells this, but certainly the advantage of this one is because it's on it's a dual option. You can obviously unplug one of your batteries that's running low. It will carry on running as a power source on the other battery while you swap out your 18-volt battery. And it works really, really well, to be honest with you. In fact, this one here, there's several batteries that were purchased in addition to the actual dock that runs the Starlink system. So it means that you've obviously got a capability of a power source. So there's the mobile Starlink system that's available in the UK, and the two options for a battery power source. You can obviously just power it directly from the cable into obviously a wall socket, but obviously if you're again in a mobile situation like a vehicle, then you really need a battery capability system for it. Doesn't come with it, so you obviously have to buy these as a third-party option for you. Again, I'm sure there'll be many more of these wonderful devices out there as the Starlink network grows more popular over the next few years. Anyway, that's it for me. Hope you found that one of use to you. Check out my website, because obviously I've got some more information, a lot more information on my website than I have on the YouTube channel. Look forward to seeing you on the next video. Thanks for watching, and have a great day.